Have you ever wondered how many of your daily choices aren't really yours? The coffee you grab, the apps you scroll, the brands you wear, the shows you watch. Why do so many of them look the same for everyone? We reach for the things almost automatically, without questioning where the impulse comes from. And when you pause for just a second, you start to notice something. These choices are constantly shaped by someone else's ideals, expectations, and narratives, by trends, by pressure, and yes, by marketing. My interest in this topic began during my business studies. I once took a marketing course called Everyone Lies or What Your Target Audience Really Wants to Buy. I expected different formulas and strategies, but instead I learned how easily marketing can shape our thoughts and even our identity. I realized this during one class exercise where my team created product I didn't even like. But after just a few minutes of discussing how to sell the feeling, I caught myself thinking, well, maybe I actually want this. It wasn't the product that convinced me, it was the influence. That moment changed everything. I finally understood how quietly our choices can be shaped without us even noticing. And that realization made something clear to me. If I, fully aware and studying marketing, could be influenced so easily, then what about everyone else? This is where the real problem begins. How does it happen? Through the messages we see every day. Ads whispers because you was it, making us believe that beauty equals confidence. Slogans like just do it convince us that success comes in branded form. Glow up for summer or New Year, New You suggest we're not enough as well. And social media trends like that girl, the perfect lifestyle, the perfect body, push us to want the same things, dream the same dreams, and fear the same flaws. Because the messages we see every day don't just sell products, they sell priorities. They repeat themselves so often that they start sounding like truth. Because social media rewards sameness. It shows us what's liked, shared, approved, and quietly teaches us to want the same approval. Because comparison becomes automatic. We scroll through perfect bodies, perfect mornings, perfect achievements, and begin to believe we are supposed to look and live the same way. Because our brains crave belonging. We want to fit in, so we borrow other people's dreams without even noticing. Because marketing knows our fears better than we do. The fear of missing out, the fear of being less or not enough, the fear of not measuring up. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, these borrowed standards becomes our own. So again, let me ask you again how many of your choices have really been yours, and how many are borrowed from someone else's script. And it's not just our perception. According to a 2023 Bankrate survey, social media frequently leads to impulsive spending. 48% of social media users say they have made an impulsive purchase of a product they saw on social media, and 57% of those people say they regretted at least one of their purchases. And a 2024 study by Common Sense Media found that 52% of social media users and use say they feel a constant need to show the best version of themselves. Right now, this creates anxiety, dissatisfaction, and a sense of emptiness. People follow trends and ideals blindly, while communities lose their richness and uniqueness. Individuality fades, and creativity becomes rare. If this continues, future generations may grow up without ever hearing their own voice. Authenticity could become a privilege, dreams might turn into board scripts, and life could become a constant race to meet expectations that were never ours. We risk creating a society of mirrors, different on the surface but sinking and living in the same narrow frame. And with all of this in mind, a question naturally arises. How can we take back control of our choices and act according to what truly matters to us? To take back control, we don't need a dramatic life change, just small conscious steps that shift the way we make decisions. So, step 1. Pause before you choose. Before you buy something, post something, or convince yourself you need it, just ask, Do I truly want this, or am I reacting to what I have been shown? You would be surprised how often a single post stops an impulse purchase, a copy trend, or a goal that was never actually yours. Even 10 seconds can change the outcome. Step 2. Change the algorithm before it changes you. Your fear isn't natural. It reflects whatever you interact with. Instead of just unfollowing, try teaching the algorithm what you do want to see. Search for topics you genuinely care about, for instance, art, psychology, science, or travel. Like content that make you think, not compare. Save posts that sparks ideas, not insecurities. Give it a week and your feed start to look different, and so does your mindset. Step 3. Create something that isn't meant to impress. In a world where everything is edited, filtered, and optimized, try making one thing that exists only for you. Write a thought you will never post. Wear something because it feels right, not because it's on trend. Do a hobby because it sparks curiosity, not attention. And this small act of honesty breaks the performance loop, a quiet reminder that you don't need an audience to be yourself. And if you want to take it a step further, you can turn this idea into a simple weekly challenge. Once a week, choose one day to do something entirely your own. Wear an outfit that reflects your vision, jot down thoughts no one will read, or spend an hour exploring a hobby just because it feels good. Marketing will keep trying to tell you who to be and what you want. But the greatest rebellion is to refuse. To make choices for yourself, create rather than copy, and question what you are shown, breaking the cycle and reclaiming your freedom. Thank you.